Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for September 17th, 2024. So, we just came back from our second walk today. It's really windy out there, so it's real dusty, so we're kind of like staying in. I wanted to take a shower today, but it's so windy, and it's like all that dust and dirt gonna get back on me. Normally I wouldn't mind, but it's like really windy. You know, if it's a little windy, it's okay. I can deal with that. But it's real windy. And so you know what? Tomorrow is the day that they have to get their final shots. So I'll probably just go to Planet Fitness tomorrow. Yeah, just do it then. So tomorrow is shot day, and then the next day we finally get to leave here. You know, we come around here every year, you know, because, you know, Arizona does have some pretty good vets. I know the Mojave Humane Society is really good. And now I know that Canyon Pet Hospital is really good. And then, of course, I found a really good groomer. Yeah, you know. So, you know, originally when we came here, we came to this area so I could, you know, meet a friend. Well, not a friend, an acquaintance, you know, like, you know. And it was cool. It was cool. And I thought that maybe I could get to know this person better. But it wasn't the case. It wasn't the case. We got along pretty okay. But like all the rest, it just seemed like this person only had one thing in mind. You know, and you know, I've come to realize you can't really meet anyone on the road, not even as a friend, not even as a good friend. Acquaintance, okay. But not even as a friend, you know, because, you know, I don't like to jump into things. I like to be friends first. But if you can't even be a good friend, you know, there's no future in that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, meh. You know, and I thought maybe, you know, because that's before I was saying, oh, I'm going to go to Utah and then hang out with this person. But the communication was so off that it seemed like they only had one thing in mind. Yeah, you know. And so if you can't, I mean, if a person can't even be there as a friend, just a normal friend communicating wise, that's just another fake person out there just trying to get something on the side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a good time when they were here. You know, we went some couple places, we checked some stuff out, we had some good chit chat, had some food, right? You know, camping around. But that was pretty much it. You know, after staying here, like I wanted to leave like 2 weeks ago, right? Not going towards that person, but kind of making our way down the hill and going towards, you know, south and stuff. But for some reason, I got stuck here because Chica hurt herself. Yeah. It's okay, though, you know, because maybe I wasn't meant to go down there yet. You know what I mean? So, you know, we stayed here for this extra 2 weeks for some reason. You know, the universe makes you do things, you know, that you don't want to do, but it's for reasons, I guess, unknown, right? And so, I mean, maybe it was because I was supposed to meet Donovan, this very nice older gentleman over here. He was very nice, and we had some very nice chit-chats. And then I met the other guy, the one who drinks, who has addictions. Maybe I was meant to be here to speak to that guy, and maybe, you know, not like necessarily talk sense, but talk to or something. I don't know. Or maybe the universe just wanted us to stay here to get these final shots for the dogs. That could be it too, you know, because I was kind of thinking also, what if it would be too hard to get that second shot somewhere else? You know, and plus I had to have Chica's foot taken care of and everything. So that's okay. You know, there's always a reason for something. Kind of like a reason for me to not go to Utah, because there was something off there. Yeah, you know, I've come to realize if you're someone traveling on the road, you're going to meet some nice people, but they're all acquaintances. They're not people that want anything more than acquaintance with you. You know, they don't even really want friendship with you. You know what I mean? It's like a friend is, you know, someone who's there for you if you need to talk, you know, even if it's not right away, maybe they'll get back to you. But the communication with that person was so like off that I figured, oh no. Because at first I thought, ooh, this could be a good friendship. This could be something cool, you know? But after finding out how this person communicates, which is, it's barely there, especially when they tell me, oh, they're lonely on the road, this, that, and the other. And I mean, I was trying to be more communicative through, you know, text messages, whatever. But for somebody who's lonely on the road, they seem like they don't really talk much. And that brought me to the conclusion that when I did meet up with them, I think they met up thinking that we could do something together, you know. I kind of feel like that person only had sex on their mind. Because I've met plenty of guys out here. And you know what? And I thought this would be a good guy because he seemed like he had it all together. But, you know, immaturity and, you know, it can be in any age, you know, immaturity or someone who's just, you know, Chestery type, you know, and that can be any age. It doesn't matter. Young, old, it doesn't matter. You know, this was an older gentleman. I thought he would be a good friend, at least to start, you know, just to get to know. But as time passed, I got to realize that this person is not as good as they seem. Yeah, you know, and that's something you got to be careful of out here because you have a lot of good actors. They play the role like they, you know, it was just not what I thought it would be. And I actually cut that person off because I didn't like how I I realized how they were communicating, like the breadcrumbing style, narcissistic style. All I wanted to do was really be a friend and get to know. But no, it was weird. It was strange. The person is strange. This person could actually have, you know, had those narcissistic tendencies. We all do. We all do. Okay? All of us do. When people say, oh, that person's a narcissist, well, you have some narcissistic tendencies too. You can't act like you've never, you know, breadcrumbed or ghosted or, you know what I'm saying? And so I decided to let that person go. And then I think after about a month, because the month was already, you know, tough enough for me because the month of August is kind of a tough month. Even after that, I kind of felt guilty myself because I don't want to, you know, even though I, yes, have had possibly narcissistic tendencies in the past, I will be first to admit because it's realistic. I felt like it was kind of mean of me to cut someone off like that. So I was like, you know, well, you know, even though this person is weird and they're that way, they were still nice. And I felt guilty that I shouldn't have cut them off like that because it made me feel like narcissistic. So, you know, I contact that person and I said sorry. I actually said sorry for ghosting you and stuff because, you know, even though someone else is kind of weird or mean or manipulative, that doesn't mean I am. Yeah. And so I contacted them and I apologized and I just left it there, because I'm not that one. Maybe in the past I was, you know, but not this time around. I try to be as kind as I can to everyone, because there's nothing wrong with being friends with anyone, you know, and you can tell people who are your friend if the communication is there. And this person knew that I kind of liked them, you know, but I didn't really want to do too much with this person because I would want to be friends first. And I think because this person is not a friend type, I guess, I don't know. The communication was not there. I think what was mostly there was the ego. So even though, we can possibly, text and hello, how are you? This is not a friend. This is just an acquaintance. And it's somebody that I don't want to pursue any kind of friendship with because, shoot, man, with friends like that, who needs enemies? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was my bad for thinking that I could be friends with this person and try to get to know them. But like I said, it's really even hard to make friends, honest, loyal, true friends, And I come to the conclusion that, that person, they were just like those other chestery guys out there, hey, we're adults. You know what I mean? Except they took a different route to do it. They took a more manipulative route. You know what I'm saying? But, it's okay. It is what it is. We all learn our lessons, you know. But I did have to stay extra over here because of, something that happened. And even when I did say, sorry to this person and this, that, and the other, the communication still wasn't there. And that's when I realized, you know what? I'm not going to put any effort into this. I'm the woman anyways. The woman isn't the one who should be chasing or trying to make things work. No. Or even trying to be the friend. And if there's no communication back, it's like, oh, this person's just like the rest of them. Somebody who's just after one thing. They're not even the friend type and just, meh. And this person is lonely, even if maybe they're not. Maybe that was their little manipulation to me, like about being lonely. They're not, they're lonely, if anything, is because of their own fault. It's not my fault. I tried to be a friend, but because it didn't go, because I didn't want to succumb to whatever they wanted, which is, I don't know what, because I'm not interested in, trying to be sexual with anyone out here. No. I'm interested in making friends. But that hasn't come along in the whole 3 years, you know what I mean, that I've been out here. So I've come to realize that, if you are going on the road or something like that, no one out here is your friend. They're just your acquaintances. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. I don't mind to have acquaintances. That's what Facebook is, but I don't even barely go on there. Because, I do have my best friend as a friend on Facebook. But I mean, I don't really talk to her that much either, though, because, she's busy with her life and things like that. And I'm sure if she needed to talk to me, she would reach out, or if I need to talk to her, I have reached out. And, that's somebody I know who will always be there for me, even though I haven't seen her for years, but we still keep in touch. Like, that's a person I can trust, and yeah, like I said, you can only count your real friends on one hand. I have one at least that I can trust, with telling anything or telling secrets to if I had any or whatever, right? I know I could trust that person, but anyone else out there, not really, and like I said, there's a lot of good actors out here, and don't fall for it, Because I was almost falling for it until I kind of realized, oh, this is just like one of the others, just trying to get a piece of ass, out on the road, That's like every guy I've met who's shown interest in me, that's all they wanted. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's either they want a piece of ass, or they want me to help them, or they need money, or whatever. It's stupid, So that's why, if you've seen my past videos, that's why I don't really communicate or try to help too many people out here. If anything, I'd like to help people online this way, or on the tarot channel, which is something that I do for free. I don't monetize off it. It's just something I do out of the goodness of my heart, because I really do want people to heal, but I want them to heal in the right way. I don't want to manipulate anybody. I don't want to say fake stuff so people pay me or they want a reading from me. Even if somebody did want a reading from me, it would be free. But that would be only if I want to give them a reading, right? If I see somebody as kind of, or if they're on alcohol and drugs, I'm not willing to give that person a reading. And even if I did, they probably wouldn't listen to me anyways. You know what I mean? So it's like a waste of my time. I don't want to talk to anybody who's not willing to listen. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? I would just go about my own business, do my own thing. Anyways. I don't know why I felt like some sort of way, because I got up this morning and I went for a walk, and all of a sudden I started thinking about that guy that I came out here. Actually, I knew I was coming this way, and he told me he was coming this way and would like to meet up, and I thought, okay, I'm not like a meet up and date kind of person. I'm a meet up and let's be friends and get to know each other type of person, and yeah, this person was just not the kind of quality person that I want in my life. They actually were very low quality. I thought that maybe because they might have it all together that they could be a good quality friend, but no, they're just as bad as one of the homeless people out here, who have nothing, who, are on alcohol or drugs. They got some kind of other issues going on with them, So, and like I said, I don't really like to interact with the people who have addictions, because they don't really want to listen. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't, and they're dangerous. They can be dangerous. You know what I mean? It's dangerous for me. Thank goodness I have my dogs, But yeah, I'm bringing all this up because I couldn't stop thinking about it this morning. Yeah, it was a trippy thought, and then, on the 19th, we're just going to leave. That person, hasn't even asked, oh, are we going to hang out again, or any kind of communication. So that made me realize that, oh, this person is just like the rest. Kind of toxic, to be quite honest. Toxic. Yeah. And so I've been through so many toxic relationships that even though it might take about a month or so, or maybe a little bit more, I do realize it eventually. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it is what it is. And we will be moving on and enjoying ourselves like normal. I've been enjoying myself while I'm here, because this is a pretty nice place, It's kind of nice out here in Flagstaff. But I will no longer be making effort for any kind of friendships. If anything, just hello, hi, and that's about it until I'm ready to stop traveling, enjoy myself, enjoy my dogs, enjoy where we visit and experience. That's just what I'm going to continue doing, you know what I mean? Because that's what I've been doing anyways, And I've been kind of trying to help people along the way, but sometimes, like I said, if people have addictions or some kind of something going on, you can't reason with ignorance, and it's just like, he's just one that falls in those categories, I guess. It's kind of sad, because I kind of like the guy, but it is what it is. So that's all I have. This is September 17, 2024, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.